Ladies and gentlemen, before I get into stating the obvious as to why Black Lives Matter, let me just come right out and say that anyone who refers to Black Lives Matter as being a Marxist organization, or Antifa for that matter, which is opposed to fighting fascism and racism, is a liar. Because it is not. And anyone with an ounce of sense knows that. Yet, more to the point, anyone who considers Black Lives Matter to be a Marxist organization is not only a racist, but also a liar. A liar driven by neo-Nazi and fascist ideologies. The belief that white is always right and that white is superior. Now, having said that, let's look at the record. Black Lives Matter because white lives were not kidnapped from their native land and brought to foreign shores across the ocean as part of the Middle Passage to become slaves. And when I say slaves, not just any slaves, slaves who could work their way to freedom, but chattel slaves, the type of slave a dog or a cat, a cow or a pig is. They are reduced to animals. White lives were not subjected to segregation because of the color of their skin. White lives were not the victims of Judge Lynch for the most part. Yes, you had a few whites who were lynched, but not like us. And white lives are not subjected to police brutality on the scale that we are. And more to the point, white lives have not had the color of their skin weaponized so that those who abuse them can justify their inhumane treatment, their cruelty, by saying that their lives mattered less. You know, when people of Italian descent, Jews, or whoever, who have been the victims of discrimination in this country, say that they understand where we're coming from, that their struggle is equal to our own, that is a lie. Because their white skin has always provided them an out. They could always blend in and avoid the discrimination, as wrong as it is, to which they were subjected. If your skin is dark, you have no such option. You are targeted. You know, I read somewhere on a friend's post on Facebook the other day, a piece of writing which said that people tend to make those they abuse to be bad people, to make them out to be bad people so they can justify their abuse. That has certainly been the case with us. Historically speaking, we have not really been the violent ones. When our African ancestors, such as Imhotep and Akhenaten, crossed the oceans into North America, they did not seek to conquer the Native Americans who were already here. They sought to exchange knowledge and ideas to further the advancement of humanity. It is the white race and white race alone that has sought to advance its cause through the conquest and subjugation of other peoples. It is the white race and white race alone which has sought to justify such evil conquest and subjugation by stating falsely that those they subjected to such abuse and such horrors were somehow their inferiors in both intellect and physical capacities. No individual in history who has proclaimed their belief in a master race, in the existence of a master race, has included themselves among those races they consider to be inferior. It is the most self-serving justification for evil imaginable. So if a person comes up and tells you that you're a racist because you are pro-Black Lives Matter, if they say it is communist, you're anti-American, all they need to do is tell them, look in the mirror. And then they will see the real racist, the real person who is anti-American. Because Black Lives Matter is dedicated to evening the playing scale. We assert that Black Lives Matter because white people have always said that our lives matter not at all. And justifying police lynchings of people of color and defacing Black Lives Matter, that's what they're saying. They're making a racist statement saying, you dark-skinned folks don't count compared to us. Yes, we believe that all lives matter, they say, but our white lives matter more. Something straight out of George Orwell's Animal Farm, to be honest, where the pigs who were taking control of the farm amended this preamble to the Constitution would say that all lives are equal by saying that all lives matter, but some lives matter more, namely the pigs themselves. And if the racist white folks conclude that in saying this, I'm equating them with the pigs of Animal Farm, they're absolutely right. I am, and I make no apologies for it. Yet more to the point, Confederate flag racist, how is being anti-Black Lives Matter racist? How is Donald Trump racist? You don't owe these people an explanation. Just brush the question off with the nonsense that it is, because it is self-serving, for they know the answer already. And in asking that question and seeking an answer from you to justify that which they already know, to explain that which they already are fully aware of, they're trying to assert their supremacy, their sense of privilege. That's what they're trying to do. How am I a racist? Well, if you have to ask, then you already are a racist and you know it. I mean, you just should be just dismissive of it out of hand for that reason, because it's nonsense. We don't owe these people an explanation for anything. We don't owe the opponents, the haters of Black people, of Muslims, of Jews, whoever. We don't owe the haters an explanation for a damn thing. We need to stop, get it out of our head that we somehow do that. We're somehow taking the higher ground of being the better person by thinking that we owe them an explanation. They don't have a position. Evil is not to be negotiated with. It is to be conquered. And racism, sexism, anything that demeans or diminishes any person or movement designed to uplift the collective human condition is evil. And we must treat it as such. It is a scourge. It is a cancer. You know, they talk about Marxism as being so evil. I do not deny the evils of Marxism as they describe it. But at least Marxism oppresses everybody equally. The fascism, the Nazism, the Donald Trumps and the Republican Party practices is equally anti-freedom, but it makes an exception. Its exception are those with white skin. That's something they don't want you to know, but that is something we must constantly remind them of. So let us continue with this struggle. Let us continue to make right the promise of freedom and democracy, not just for Americans, but for all people all over the world. Let us endeavor to de-weaponize our own color, because our color is not a weapon. Our dark skin is not evil. We are human beings, ladies and gentlemen, and we must abandon the mindset that we're anything less, anything else. So keep up the fight. Continue the struggle. We got this if we stay united. We have more friends than we think. We have people of all races and creeds backing us up, not only in the United States and around the world. When we say Black Lives Matter, what we really mean is that all lives matter. Black lives matter. White lives matter. Gay lives matter. Muslim lives matter. All human life matters. And we must continue to emphasize that Black Lives Matter, because that is a metaphor for the reality that for too long, racist white people have denied that white lives matter at all. So let's keep up the fight. And God bless the struggle. God bless our people. And God bless our cause. Thank you very much and have a great day.